What's up, everybody? It's your boy Joshua Freeman, and welcome to DBZ Conspiracy Theories, where we make up conspiracy theories for the DBZ franchise. Today's episode revolves around the Vegeta family and how Vegeta is related to Tarble. If you guys enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button for more videos. But enough of that. Without further ado, let's get to the conspiracy. The history of the Saiyans have been talked about multiple times during the Dragon Ball franchise, from their relationship with the Tuffles to their relationship with King Cold and Frieza. But what hasn't been talked about is the history of the Vegeta family. Tarble was introduced after DBZ as Vegeta's younger brother, whom was sent to a remote planet on the grounds that he lacked aggression and fighting skills required to be a Saiyan warrior. But even with DBZ constantly showing Vegeta as a child, on top of King Vegeta being proud of his son's latent power,
"My son, my pride and joy. The latent battle power within you is astonishing."
the show never mentions Tarble. I mean, it's not that far-fetched that King Vegeta would have another child after Vegeta, but is it really needed given the situation? And when I say situation, I mean the situation of trying to find out how to defeat Frieza and free his people.
That monster Frieza thinks the Saiyans will serve him without question, but he'll fall to us!
Also, King Vegeta was so proud of Vegeta's latent power, he was sure he was the one that would defeat Frieza.
"My son, my pride and joy. It is you who will rule the universe."
So it's not likely he would have another child as a backup plan in case Vegeta failed. So my theory is that King Vegeta had a child with the Tuffle through infidelity, leading to the birth of Tarble. And this can be justified in multiple ways. First, Tarble was deemed a low-class Saiyan warrior due to his lack of aggression and fighting skills. And Tarble's power level, along with his lack of aggression and fighting skills, could be a result of him being half Tuffle. I mean, a part of what makes the Vegeta family royalty is their elite power level. King Vegeta first had it, King Vegeta II had it, and Prince Vegeta has it. So it wouldn't make sense for Tarble to not be as strong as his brother and father, unless he was half of another race. For an example, Gohan can be much stronger than a full-blood Saiyan as a half Saiyan, and that's due to how the Saiyans and humans mix. On the other hand, a Saiyan mixing with a Tuffle could make the individual weaker instead of stronger, i.e. Tarble. Second, Tarble's name is another justification for this theory. On first glance, Tarble is looked at as a Saiyan name, and even though it is, it could also be a subtle nod to his other race. I mean, every guy in the Vegeta family has been named Vegeta, so it wouldn't make sense for King Vegeta to not only have a second son, but also not keep his name in the family tradition, unless Tarble wasn't a full Saiyan. So by somewhat honoring Tarble's Tuffle side, he has his name start with a T but still names him as a Saiyan. But this isn't to say that King Vegeta was proud of Tarble, which leads us to the next justification. As I mentioned earlier, Tarble was sent to a remote planet because of his power level, but it's possible that it's not the sole reason King Vegeta sent Tarble to another planet, and the fact that he's never mentioned. It's possible that King Vegeta sent Tarble to a remote planet not just because of his power level, but also because of his infidelity, and the fear of someone finding out about Tarble. I mean, King Vegeta has been shown to send people off to remote planets due to fear of them being a problem for him in the future.
Be grateful that I'm exiling him to a faraway world and not simply ending his life.
So King Vegeta's exile of Tarble could have a deeper meaning aside from Tarble's power level. Another idea for this theory is that Frieza knew about Tarble and King Vegeta's infidelity with a Tuffle. In the anime, King Vegeta gives Vegeta to Frieza.
Now, are we still in agreement about your son?
Yes, we are. You can have him.
And this could be another reason why he does that. Overall, Frieza threatened to tell the prince about his dad, which is why King Vegeta was so pressed to attack Frieza on his spaceship to get the prince back. It's also possible that Frieza told Vegeta later on after the destruction of Planet Vegeta, and he does this as a way for Vegeta to forget about his race and become more loyal to him. And this could be because 1, Frieza is a master manipulator, something that a slave master would be, and 2, he knew Vegeta still had pride for his race. But overall, Vegeta is actually smarter than that and already knew about the truth about his father.
I already knew that.
And even though he still respects his father enough to call himself Prince, inside he still feels his father disgraced his people, which is why he rarely acknowledges his father, and the fact that he only focuses on himself.
But how can you obey Frieza when you know what he's done to us?
So he killed my father. Strength is the only thing that matters in this world. Everything else
is just a delusion for the weak.
In the DBS movie Broly, Vegeta is on another planet with Raditz, and he simply ignores the order from Frieza to come home.
It's a good thing we decided to ignore Frieza's order to head home.
And when they hear about Planet Vegeta's destruction, Vegeta simply says,
"Now I'll never get to be King Vegeta."
And even though Toriyama changes the setting of Vegeta during the destruction of Planet Vegeta by placing him on another planet with Raditz, I'm gonna treat it as another timeline. So in the timeline when he replies,
"Now I'll never get to be King Vegeta,"
he already knew about his father's infidelity, and his goal before the destruction of Planet Vegeta was to be a more honorable king than his father. And this would justify his reaction to his planet being destroyed.
"Now I'll never get to be King Vegeta."
Not to mention when they ask Vegeta about his brother, he just brushes it off.
Vegeta, you have a brother, don't you?
Oh, yeah, I wonder if he got blown up too. Huh, not that it matters.
So what do you guys think? Do you think it's possible Vegeta and Tarble are half-brothers? Also, let us know your DBZ conspiracy theory. But until then, this is Joshua Freeman. This has been Joshua vs. Television. I'm gonna see you guys in the next match.